अस्सलाम वालेकुम डियर स्टूडेंट्स, दिस इज़ आरिफ अजीज़ योर इंग्लिश टीचर। आज के इस वीडियो में द वाइट लैम्प के मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस जो SLO बेस्ड है वो हम हल करेंगे। तो आइए स्टार्ट करते हैं। द फर्स्ट मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन इज़ Navasad received the news of the arrival of Arshak when he was going to dash. The first option is pluck the fruit. Option B, wash his face. Option C, graze the white lamb, and option D, cut the tree. So the correct option is option B, wash his face. MCQs number 2 is who gives the news of the arrival of Arshak to Navasad? Option A, team leader. Option B, old neighbor woman. Option C, chairman. Option D, Arshak's friend. So here the correct option is option A. It was the team leader who gave the news of the arrival of Arshak. MCQs number 3 is Arshak has come back to his native town after dash. Option A 7 years. Option B 8 years. Option C 9 years. And option D 10 years. So here the correct option is option D, 10 years. MCQs number 4 is Arshak's parents had been died in dash. Option A, road accident. Option B, war. Option C, pandemic. Option D, air crash. So here the correct option is option B. They had been died in the World War II. And MCQs number 5 is Arshak loved option A, fig and watermelon. Option B, apple and guava. Option C, cherry and pineapple. Option D, plum and peach. And here the correct option is option A, fig and watermelon. MCQs number 6 is Navasad had sold the costly items of his home to dash. Option A, live his life. Option B, treat the broken leg of Arshak. Option C, send Arshak for higher studies. And option D, repair his home. Here the correct option is option C. MCQs number 7 is Arshak won't be ashamed of his house. The underlined word is an example of dash. Option A, elision. Option B, contraction. Option C, abbreviation. Option D, operator. And here the correct option is option B, contraction. This is an example of contraction. MCQs number 8 is instead of staying in his own home, Arshak had stayed in dash. Option A, the chairman's house. Option B, guest room. Option C, relative's house. Option D, hotel. Here the correct option is option A. He had stayed in the chairman's house. MCQs number 9 is the only sound was that of dogs barking mournfully in the distance. The sentence appeals to the sense of dash. Option A, touch. Option B, taste. Option B, hearing. Option D, smell. So here the correct option is option C. It appeals to our sense of hearing. And MCQs number 10 is Navasad's eyes had started to tear because he was dash. Option A, looking into darkness. Option B, looking into light. Option C, not putting glasses. And option D, staring at the path. Here the correct option is option A. He was looking constantly into darkness. MCQs number 11 is Dash told Navasad that Arshak had left without meeting him. Option A, neighbor woman's grandson. Option B, neighbor's woman. Option C, the team leader. Option D, the chairman. So here the correct option is option B. It was the neighbor's, the old neighbor's woman. And MCQs number 12 is the story The White Lamb stresses upon us the importance of dash. Option A, the value of education. Option B, the value of status. Option C, the value of relationships. And option D, the value of property. Here the correct option is option C. It teaches us, or it impresses upon us, the value of relationships. And number 13, his back seemed more stooped than ever. Which figure of speech is used in this sentence? Option A, imagery. Option B, consonants. Option C, assonance. And option D, the first two. Here the correct option is option D, because the first two are the correct options. Here imagery is used in this sentence as well as the consonants. So the correct option is option D, where the first two options are written. Now these two options, imagery and consonants, has been used in this line. Number 14, after Arshak's departure, Nawasad went to dash. Option A, his home. Option B, chairman's house. Option C, sleep. And option D, orchard. So here the correct option is option D, orchard. Number 15, the story The White Lamb is originally written in dash. Option A, Greek. Option B, Latin. Option C, Persian. And option D, Armenian language. Here again the correct option is option D. It is written in Armenian language and is translated into English. And MCQs number 16 is Nawasad was very excited at the arrival of Arshak because dash. Option A, he was his only living relative. Option B, he was coming home after 10 years. Option C, he was coming as educated person. And option D, all correct. Here option D is the correct option. All the options are correct. And number 17 is, what a fine boy he is. You'd never say that he was not a Shah's son. These words were uttered by dash. Option A, Nawasad. Option B, the old neighbor's woman. Option C, the chairman. Option D, none of these. So these words were uttered by the old neighbor's woman. Option B is the correct option. And MCQs number 18, which is probably the last MCQs. The story The White Lamb is translated into English language by dash. Option A, Fena Glegolva. Option B, Richard Gill. Option C, Charles Lamb. Option D, Dr. Johnson. And here the correct option is option A, Fena Glegolva. So this is the end of the multiple choice questions of the story The White Lamb. I hope this video will help you to prepare you for your examination. If the video was beneficial to you, please share it with your friends. And if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, please subscribe it. I shall be very thankful to you. Thanks for watching the video.